Most people focus on the fat they can pinch, the subcutaneous fat under the skin, but deep inside your abdomen lies a much more dangerous version, visceral fat. Science calls this active fat because it doesn't just sit there, it acts like an extra organ, pumping out inflammatory cytokines that increase your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even dementia. But here is the breakthrough. Your body wants to be efficient. It doesn't hold on to this fat by accident. It holds on to it because of specific biological signals. Today, we're looking at the peer-reviewed science behind 6 specific habits that force your metabolic machinery to target and burn visceral fat first. Habit 1. The protein-first threshold. Habit number 1 is reaching the protein-first threshold. A study published in the journal Nutrition and Metabolism found that the quality and quantity of protein are inversely related to visceral fat. The science say protein has the highest thermic effect of food, TEF. It takes more energy to digest than carbs or fats. More importantly, high protein intake increases the release of the fullness hormone, PYY. Don't just eat more protein. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at every meal. This stabilizes insulin and prevents the storage signal from being sent to your belly. Habit 2. The 10-hour metabolic window. This isn't just about intermittent fasting, it's about circadian alignment. The science. Research from the Salk Institute shows that when we eat late at night, our melatonin levels interfere with insulin secretion. This metabolic confusion causes the body to store calories as visceral fat. By limiting your food intake to a 10-hour window, you allow your liver to enter fat oxidation mode for 14 hours every day. Try the 10 to 14 rule. If you have breakfast at 8 a.m., your last bite of food should be at 6 p.m. This forces your body to tap into fat stores for energy overnight rather than relying on circulating glucose. Habit 3. Prioritize soluble fiber over total fiber. We know fiber is good, but for visceral fat, one specific type is king: soluble fiber. A study conducted by Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center found that for every 10 grams increase in soluble fiber eaten per day, visceral fat decreased by 3.7% over 5 years. Soluble fiber mixes with water to form a gel that slows down food delivery to the gut, but more importantly, it feeds your gut microbiome. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which are scientifically proven to increase fat burning. Add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, a cup of black beans, or an avocado to your daily routine. Habit 4. The Zone 2 cardio sweet spot. Many people think they need to do sprint intervals to lose belly fat. While HIIT is great, Zone 2 cardio is the biological furnace for visceral fat. Zone 2 is a steady state of exercise where your body is at its maximum fat oxidation rate. In higher zones, your body switches to burning glucose, sugar. By staying in Zone 2, where you can still hold a conversation but are breathing heavily, you train your mitochondria to prioritize fat as fuel. Aim for 150 minutes a week of brisk walking, cycling, or swimming at a moderate pace. It's less stressful on the joints, but more stressful on your fat cells. Habit 5. Managing the cortisol pump. You can have a perfect diet and still have visceral fat if your stress is chronically high. Visceral fat cells have 4 times more cortisol receptors than subcutaneous fat. When you are stressed, your body releases cortisol, which tells your liver to dump sugar into the bloodstream for fight or flight. If you don't use that energy, insulin moves it straight to your deep abdominal cavity. This is why sleep is a habit. Getting less than 6 hours of sleep is linked to a massive spike in cortisol. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of sleep to keep the cortisol pump turned off. Habit 6. Vinegar and glucose blunting. Finally, a simple habit with significant data: acetic acid.
A landmark study published in Bioscience, Biotechnology, and Biochemistry showed that participants who consumed 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar daily significantly reduced their visceral fat area compared to a placebo group. Acetic acid activates an enzyme called AMPK, which acts like a master switch, telling the body to stop storing fat and start burning it. Take 1 tablespoon of vinegar in a large glass of water before your largest meal of the day. This blunts the glucose spike of that meal, preventing the insulin surge that leads to fat storage. Burning visceral fat isn't about starvation, it's about signaling. By eating protein first, narrowing your eating window, increasing soluble fiber, hitting zone 2 cardio, managing sleep, and using vinegar, you're essentially hacking your biology to favor fat loss. If you found this deep dive into the science of health helpful, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Let us know in the comments which of these habits will you start tomorrow. Stay curious and stay healthy.